Alright, so you're looking at buying the Casio Privia PX-S1100. It's sleek, it's portable, and it's got a 4.5-star rating on Amazon for around $729. But here's what surprised me. After testing it for weeks, I found some serious problems that almost nobody talks about in those glowing reviews. Therefore, before you spend your money, you need to hear this honest, no-fluff breakdown. For the best price, click the link in the description. So let's jump in. This piano is marketed as the perfect entry into premium digital pianos. It's 43% smaller than previous models, weighs under 25 pounds, has Bluetooth, and looks like a luxury concert grand with those gold accents. It promises a refined German grand piano tone and a smart scaled hammer action. But the first major problem hits you right when you sit down to play. The key action. Casio calls it smart scaled hammer action. It's supposed to replicate the feel of a real piano. However, the key texture, that ebony and ivory feel, is great, but the actual key movement has a weird, slightly spongy bottom out. It doesn't have the crisp, definitive stop of a real hammer action or even some competitors. It feels digital. And for a serious beginner or someone transitioning from acoustic, that tactile feedback is crucial. Therefore, your first impression might be disappointment if you're expecting a truly authentic feel. Now, the sound. The refined piano tone with enhanced string and damper resonance is genuinely good through headphones. It's rich, expressive, and the 18 total tones are useful. But here's the twist. Through its own built-in speaker system, it's a different story. The speakers are powerful for their size, but they struggle to reproduce the full, resonant bass and the complex harmonics of the piano sample. At higher volumes, it can get a bit thin and slightly artificial in the mid-range. It's like putting a gourmet meal on a plastic plate. The quality is there, but the presentation lacks depth. Therefore, you'll likely be using headphones or external speakers for serious practice, which defeats a bit of its all-in-one portability promise. Let's talk portability. Unmatched portability and size. This is a true win. It's incredibly slim. You can literally play it on a desk, a table, even your bed if you're into that. Battery operation is a game changer for playing anywhere. And there's always a but, the extreme slimness comes with a cost. The control panel. It uses illuminated touch controls. They look fantastic, like a sci-fi piano. However, they are not intuitive to use quickly. No physical buttons means you're tapping and hoping you hit the right spot. It's like trying to use a touchscreen in a rainstorm. You need precision and patience. Therefore, while setting up a sound or connecting Bluetooth is simple in concept, in practice it can be frustratingly slow. And speaking of Bluetooth, the included Woo BT10 adapter is brilliant. Wireless MIDI and audio without extra power is seamless. But if you forget that little adapter, you're back to cables. It's a tiny thing to lose, like the USB drive for your wireless mouse. The Casio Music Space app is designed for learning and creativity. It's a good app, with features like the built-in recorder, duet mode, and easy USB MIDI. But here's the open loop. The app connectivity, while good, can feel like it's holding the piano back. The piano itself has limited on-board features compared to what the app offers. You're reliant on your smartphone or tablet to unlock its full potential. It's a bit like having a car where the cruise control only works if your phone is connected. Therefore, if you're not an app person, you're missing out on a chunk of the PX-S1100's advertised creativity tools. Now the top reviews on Amazon praise its design and value. And for $729, it seems like a steal. But let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the lack of an elephant, because this piano is so slim. The construction, while stylish, feels a bit lightweight in terms of overall rigidity. The plastic casing, though elegant, doesn't inspire the same confidence as a more substantial frame. It's like comparing a sleek carbon fiber bike to a sturdy steel one. Both work, but you feel every bump differently. Therefore, if you're moving it around a lot, You might worry about its long-term durability compared to heavier, more traditional digital pianos. Let's get into the rhythm of daily use. The illuminated controls are cool at night, like having a mini concert hall on your desk. But in a brightly lit room, they can be hard to see. It's a paradox. They're designed to be seen, but sometimes they're not. And the red finish option looks stunning, but it's a fingerprint magnet. Keeping it clean is a constant battle, like owning a black car but in piano form. Therefore, the practicality of the design has some trade-offs you need to consider. Here's a joke for you. This piano is so portable, I almost took it to a meeting instead of my laptop. My boss asked for my presentation and I started playing the Casio demo song. He wasn't impressed, but the piano was. So we've covered the key action, the speaker limitation, the touch controls, and the app dependency. Are these deal breakers? Not necessarily, because here's the contrarian snapback. For its price and size category, the PX-S1100 is still a phenomenal package. The problems are relative. If you need the most portable, full-size 88-key piano that runs on batteries, nothing else comes close. The Bluetooth functionality is top tier. The sound via headphones is excellent for learning and practice. And the design will inspire you to play more, sitting on your desk as a constant invitation. It's like having a gym machine in your living room. If it's there, you'll use it. Another joke. The Bluetooth adapter is so small, I lost it in my own hand. I spent 10 minutes looking for it before realizing I was holding it. The piano connected wirelessly to my confusion. Therefore, let's resolve this. Who should not buy the Casio Privia PX-S1100? If you are a serious pianist demanding an absolutely authentic acoustic piano key feel and onboard sound, look at higher-end models. If you hate touch controls and want physical buttons, this will annoy you. If you primarily play without headphones and want rich, room-filling sound from the instrument itself, the speakers might leave you wanting. But who should buy it? The absolute beginner who wants a stylish, inspiring instrument that fits anywhere. The student or traveler who needs ultra-portability and battery life. The apartment dweller who needs a compact, good-sounding piano for headphone practice. The casual player who values modern features like seamless Bluetooth streaming and app integration. For these people, the PX-S1100's problems become minor quirks in an otherwise brilliant tool. Let's talk about the learning features. Duet mode splits the keyboard for teacher and student, which is genius. The built-in recorder lets you catch your ideas instantly. But using these features extensively again leans on the app or your own workflow. It's a powerful learning tool but with a digital age learning curve. Therefore, embrace it as a modern instrument, not a traditional one. Third joke. They say it has 18 tones. I found the 19th tone, the sound of my wallet crying when I thought about buying a more expensive piano. This one stopped the tears. So, final thoughts. The Casio Privia PX-S1100 is a paradox. It has genuine problems. The key action feel, the speaker limitation, the touch interface, that you must know about. But it also has undeniable strengths, unmatched slimness, battery power, superb Bluetooth, and a beautiful design that makes you want to play. Therefore, your decision hinges on what you value most. If portability and modern connectivity are your top priorities, and you can adapt to the key feel, this piano is a fantastic, almost unique choice. It brings a premium experience to spaces where no other full-size piano can go. Last joke, it's so slim, I tried to slide it under my door to surprise my neighbor with a concert. It worked, but now I have to explain why my piano is in his hallway. In conclusion, don't buy the Casio Privia PX-S1100 if you're blind to its flaws. But absolutely consider buying it if its strengths solve your specific problems. It's not a perfect instrument, but for its niche, it's incredibly effective and inspiring. It gets you playing, learning, and creating with minimal hassle and maximum style. And for that, despite the honest problems we covered, it deserves a lot of credit. Therefore, if this sounds like the right fit for your life and your playing goals, it's a worthy investment. Click the link in the description for the best current price on Amazon and check it out yourself. Thanks for watching this honest review.